What's up, guys? B&B Sports Cards and Collectibles here with another kind of retro break. We got 1990 Topps. Got a wax box with 36 packs, I'm assuming. Yep, 36 packs. More gum to put away. Got cards on the bottom. Jim Rice, Cal Ripken Jr., Nolan Ryan, and Ryan Sandberg. So 4 keepers right there. 4 good ones. Obviously, the chase cards is the Frank Thomas, no name on front. The likelihood of that being in here are pretty much slim to none, but it's always fun to try to find. But either way, you're looking for the Frank Thomas rookie, looking for the Ken Griffey Jr. Gold Cup card, basically his second-year card. And other than that, just players that I like to collect, which would be a lot of Cubs, Barry Bonds, Darryl Strawberry, Doc Gooden, Griffey, obviously. And that's the ones that I'll set aside. So, let's get going. Where are my scissors? I don't know. I may have to get them. Big old piece of tape on here. Been on here for a while. Got these in a collection from a buddy of mine who needed to make room for a baby. So I bought his card collection from him. That'll work. Alright, here we go. 1990 Topps. Pop this out. There we go. 50 cents a pack. Get the packs out. 1 stack. 2. 3. These are the wax packs, so they'll be a little easier to open than the last ones. Then we'll actually just set this box up like that. I did that last time too. All right, here we go. 1990 baseball. All right. Set the gum aside. Every pack comes with one of those. All right, Charlie Lee Brandt, Brian Clutterbuck. Clutterbuck, what a name. Bo Alred, Matt Young, Atlee Hammaker, Calvin Schiraldi, Daryl Boston, Jay Buhner, Steve Lake, Geronimo Barroa, Mike Smithson, Randy Bush, Mark Davis, Jeff Blauser, Domingo Ramos, and Mel Hall. All right. All right, let's go quicker than that. Here we go. Love how easy they open, the wax packs. Oh, that piece of gum broke. All right. Got another Cub. Dan Bilardello, Bernie Williams, rookie, I think. I think so. Bert Blyleven, Joe McGrain All-Star, Dan Murphy, the Bartlett Giamatti card. That used to be one to look for after he passed away. Had he passed away on the card? Let me see. Yeah, I guess so. He died in '89, maybe. And then I don't remember who took over for him. I guess it would have been, I can't remember his name. Annoying guy. Phil Stevenson, Paul Kilgus, Brian Harper, Terry Mulholland, Kurt Stillwell, Gerald Young, Dave Valley, Greg Walker, and Don Carmen. There we go, pack 3. All these gums are broken. Oh, cool. Kurt Schilling, what, second year? Oh, wow. Back to back. Boom. Kurt Schilling, second year card. Frank Thomas, rookie. Beautiful. His name is on there, unfortunately. How crazy would it have been to get a no-namer? Ugh. Jose Guzman, Nick Leyva, Randy Velarde, Brett Saberhagen All-Star, Steve Bedrosian, Sid Bream, Craig Biggio, second year card maybe. Dan Petrie, Melito Perez, Pete Harnish, Tom Hinkie, Norm Charlton, Gary Ward, R.J. Reynolds. That was a really good pack. Got the Biggio, got the Schilling, and of course, the Frank Thomas. All right. Toss that out. Tim Tuffle, checklist. Carmen Castillo, Craig Biggio All-Star, Steve Davis, Adam Peterson, Willie Frazier, Tom Gordon Rookie Cup, Henry Cotto, Dave Cochran, Damon Berryhill, Rick Dempsey, Scott Fletcher, Les Lancaster, Marty Peavy, and Tom Browning. Kelly Downs, Jim Acker, Storm Davis, Ed Nunez, Tom Niedenfewer, Tom Niedenfewer cards, Rick Mahler, Terry Steinbach, Brian Holman, Chris Carpenter, Art Howe, Jeffrey Leonard, Mickey Tettleton, Dave LaPointe, Lee Gutterman, Charlie Huff, Jose Oquendo. I don't think I had any that I wanted to keep out of that pack. That would have been a dud back in the day. Alright, toss that out. Mackie Sasser, Willie Wilson, Mike Smith, Jeff Pico, Denny Walling, Roger McDowell, Jim Abbott Rookie Cup, Paul Coleman, Draft Pick, Alfredo Griffin, Paul Gibson, Brad Kaminsk, Terry Francona, Mitch Williams, Lee Smith, Damasco Garcia, Andy Allenson. Come on, let's get another Frank. Let's get a Griff. Throw that out. Dave Johnson, Tom McCarthy, Kelly Gruber, Mariano Duncan, Ben McDonald. This was always a big card back in the day. Ray Searage, Roger Clemens, Danny Jackson, Rich Yett, Mike Aldretti, Lonnie Smith, Ricky Henderson, Craig Hibbard, Orel Hershiser, Felix Furman, Neil Heaton. Ah, yes. Got my favorite player ever. Dave Bergman, Dick Hauser, Danny Darwin, Roger Salkeld, Draft Pick, Greg Cadaret, Tom Lampkin, Gary Wayne, Marquise Grissom, and then my all-time favorite, Barry Bonds. Beautiful. Kimmy Key, Scott Bankhead, Kirk McCaskill, Mike Flanagan, Pat Tabler, Gary Carter, Fernando Valenzuela. All right. Kirk Gibson, Scott Terry, Todd Zill, Future Star, Mickey Weston, Juan Berenger, Tony Castillo, Sean Hilligus, Jose De Jesus, Mike Moore, Bruce Hurst, Claudel Washington, Tony Fernandez, Mike Dyer, Alvaro Espinoza, Eddie Whitson, and Tim Jones. All right, next front stack. Got the Nolan Ryan, 5,000 strikeouts in the Angels uniform. It's cool. I forget how many of those there are. Harold Baines, Rick Rochelle, Robbie Alomar, John Kruk, Kevin Napier, Steve Sachs, Turn Back the Clock, Mike Schmidt, Ellis Burks, Jose Lind, Benito Santiago, Rennie Gonzalez, Craig Lefferts, Brett Saberhagen, Jerry Brown, and Tim The Rock Raines. The Rock before Dwayne Johnson. He just went by Rock, though, not The Rock. Floyd Bannister, John Smoltz. It's not a rookie, is it? No. Charlie Hayes, Mike Sharperson, Jody Reed, Fred Lynn, Turn Back the Clock, Gary Melky, Dave Leeper, Mike Witt, Kevin Seitzer, Omar Vizquel, maybe a rookie, Eddie Murray, The Hawk, Andre Dawson, Doug DeShinzo, Frank DePino, he was a Cubby, Joe McGrain. Start making a trash pile on the other side now. Got another Nolan Ryan, this one for the Rangers, tipping his cap. This one's number 5. Okay, the last one I think was number 3. So I don't know if it's like the first 5 cards. Anyway, Dennis Eckersley, Ken Phelps, Kurt Ford, Randy Myers, Ozzie Smith, Mike Marshall, Dave Gallagher, Tony Gwynn, Stan Javier, Jeff Weatherby, Pat Clements, Walt Weiss, Ramon Martinez, Al Newman. Steve Lyons, George Canali, Dave Clark, Keith Hernandez, Hal Morris, Scott Lusader, Juan Bell, Danny Heap, Eric King, Andy McGaffigan, Jeff Treadway, Ozzie Guillen, Ricky Jordan, Alan Anderson, Mark Knudsen, Tim Wallach. Don't ask me why I keep the gum. I don't eat it. I was just showing my kids earlier. 31-year-old gum. I guess this one will be 32 years old. Glenn Allen Hill, Greg Jeffries Rookie Cup, Bruce Ruffin, Glenn Wilson, Carmelo Martinez, Frank Tanana, Kelly Mann, Bob Rogers, Dan Pasqua, Mark Guthrie, Luis de los Santos, Jeff Hamilton, Sid Fernandez, Tim Belcher, Candy Maldonado, and Gene Harris. Not a good pack. That Greg Jeffries card might have been okay, but obviously not anymore. Mike Maddox, Kevin Tapani, Bobby Thigpen, Checklist, Andy Bennis, Doug Strange, Jose Gonzalez, Marcus Lawton, Kurt Manwaring, Doyle Alexander, Jay Howell, Brooke Jacoby, Fred Firedog McGriff. I think it was actually Crime Dog. Wasn't it? They changed it to Fire, I think, when the stadium caught on fire. I think that's right. Donnell Nixon, Steve Finley, Cal Ripken Jr. Not a bad pack. Trash. And here we go. Jimmy Jones, Bob Walk, Eric Anthony, Future Star, Felix Jose, Herm Winningham, Ozzie Smith All-Star, Chris Bosio, Danny Cox, John Smiley, Keith Miller, Terry Pendleton, Mark Parent, Steve Bushell, Bill Schroeder, Mark Guthrie, Luis de los Santos. See, I always get the doubles of guys like Luis de los Santos and not Ken Griffey Jr. or Barry Bonds or Frank Thomas. Ruben Sierra All-Star. Always loved Ruben. Chris Gwynn, Kent Anderson, Mike Dunn, Future Star Alex Sanchez. No, he was not a Future Star. Jason Grimsley, Jim Rice, Fred McGriff, Jeff Hamilton, Sid Fernandez, Tim Belcher, Greg Myers, Gene Harris, Kurt Manwaring, Doyle Alexander, BJ Surhoff. That pack looked familiar, at least toward the end. All right, Mike Smith, Lance Blankenship, John Dobson, Kirby Puckett All-Star, Steve Cummings, Marvin Freeman, Francisco Cabrera. Look at his hat, it's not even real. It's like a fake hat. I wonder why. Was he on a different team? Oh, okay. He probably had his Richmond hat on or something. Or maybe it's a Blue Jays picture, I don't know. Not sure, but that hat is definitely drawn. Anyway, he's the guy who broke my heart 2 years later, knocking Barry Bonds out. I talk about it every time I see his cards. I used to tear his cards in half, but then I decided that was too disrespectful. John Cangelosi, Brooke Jacoby, Fred McGriff, Donnell Nixon, Steve Finley, Cal Ripken Jr., Rick Cerrone, Whitey Herzog, and Keith Miller. All right, halfway done. We'll go with this pile next. Ooh, that comes all broken. Probably because it was on top. All right, Barry Jones, Darrell Evans, Cal Daniels, Rafael Ramirez, Kurt Young, Mark Portugal, Dennis Cook, Kevin Wickender, Lee Gutterman, Charlie Huff, Jose Oquendo, Alfredo Griffin, Howard Johnson, Ron Kittle, Terry Francona, and Mitch Williams. Starting to think we're not going to get a Sandberg or a Griffey, just like in our 1991 box. That's frustrating. Okay, Eric Davis, love Eric Davis. Juan Augusto, Pat Combs, Tim Burke, Bob Nipper, Eric Yelding, Dwight Evans, Tom Glavine, Lee Smith again, Damaso Garcia, Joey Meyer, Rich Yett, Mike Aldretti, Lonnie Smith, Glenn Braggs, Chris Sabo. Alright. There's a good one coming. Chuck Carey, Deion Sanders. Should be a rookie, I believe. Yes. Deion Sanders rookie. Cool. Stack those a little better. All right. Kevin Mitchell, All-Star. Bill Kruger, Scott Bradley, Kevin Bass, Delano DeShields, Nelson Santovina. Is that DeShields rookie? I believe it is. Yeah, sure is. Okay. Randy Johnson, second-year card. He's got the 89 Topps rookie, 89 Topps traded, his first card in the Mariners uniform. So, yeah, no rookie cup for him, though. Felix Furman, Neil Heaton, another Barry. I'll take that. The more the better. Cito Gaston, Don August, Kirk McCaskill, Mike Flanagan. All right, 2 Barry Bonds. That always makes me happy. Jeff Musselman. Checklist. Costello, Will Clark All-Star. Sandy Alomar, second-year card. Don Paul, Stan Belinda, Rob Murphy, Dave Stewart. Gary Sheffield, Rookie Cup. Bill Swift, Mike Moore, Bruce Hurst, Claudell Washington, Alvin Davis, and Paul Molitor. Oh, this looks just like our first pack. Atlee Hammaker, Calvin Schiraldi, Daryl Boston, Jay Buhner, Jeff Houston, Cal Ripken All-Star, Luis Soho, and here comes Soho. Remember that? I think that was against the Angels in a tiebreaker game in the playoffs. He was with the Mariners. And then they went on to have that awesome series versus the Yankees, where Edgar hit this line, hit the shot down the left field line, and Griffey scored to win it all. And then A-Rod dove on the pile and all that fun stuff. Mark Williamson, Lance Parrish, Eddie Whitson. If you don't know that game, go watch it. It's entertaining as can be. Loved baseball then. We got a George Bell. We got a Joey Bell. Is this his rookie? Might be Albert Bell's rookie. Benito Santiago, Rennie Gonzalez, Craig Lefferts. Anyway, that series, what was it, 95 maybe? I think it was 95. Yeah, because the Indians ended up beating out the Mariners in the ALCS. But, yeah, what a series that was. And Griffey was on first. I think Joey Cora scored, and Griffey was the winning run, and he came all the way around. Both calls, the call by the Mariners radio guy was awesome, and Brent Musburger's call was awesome on the regular telecast. Dan Murphy, Bartlett Giamatti, Joel Skinner, Phil Stevenson, Charlie Leibrandt, Brian Clutterbuck, Bo Alred, Matt Young, Kevin Mitchell, Lou Whitaker. I don't save his cards, and I really should have, but I can't start now. I've always given them away. Tom Kelly, Mike Witt, Doug Drabeck, Will Clark, Deion James, and the Hawk, second Hawk card. So getting some dupes, but some good ones, at least. About to get our third Doug DeShinzo. Randy Velarde, Brett Saberhagen, Steve Bedrosian, Sid Bream. Ugh, he's the one who scored. Dan Billad something. Rookie card, Bernie Williams. Pert Blyleven, Joe McGrain, Doug DeShinzo for the third or fourth time. Frank DePino for the second time. Dan Plesac, Kirby, Stan Javier, Jeff Weatherby, Robin Yount. Hadn't got a Yount yet. All right. All right, here we go. Steve Davis, Adam Peterson, Willie Frazier, Tom Gordon Rookie Cup, Kurt Schilling. Got another Frank, but his name's on there. But 2-in-1 box, that's awesome. Jose Guzman, Nick Leia. So basically, if you get, I already pulled him out, but if you get Schilling and Guzman, Frank's in between. At least that's what the way these packs have gone. Leyva, Junior Felix, Ramon Martinez, Al Newman, Eric King, McGaffigan, Tracy Jones, Larry Sheets, Ricky Jordan. I don't know if that's how it worked with the how do you say it? I just went blank. Almost said coalition, but I know that's not that. Collation? Anyway. I don't know if that's how it went, but 2 for 2 on that as far as Schilling. I saw someone that got a pack that had all 3 in it. Griffey, Thomas, and Schilling. So Griffey may be right before that, and we've missed it both. Could be at the end, and we've maybe not gotten those cards early enough. Tom Niedenfuer. Needing fewer of these cards. Rick Mahler, Terry Steinbeck, Brian Holman, Tim Tuffle, A Checklist, Carmen Castillo, Craig Biggio All-Star, Alan Anderson, Mark Knudsen, Todd Worrell, Dan Pasquale, Mark Guthrie, Third, De Los Santos, Jeff Hamilton, Sid Fernandez. All right, still no Griffey, still no Sandberg, still no Strawberry. We got 1 stack to go. Here we go. Whoops. Oh dear. All right. Trash. Terry Pendleton, Mark Parent, Steve Bushell, Jim Presley, Alex Trevino, Jerry Reed, Steve Jeltz, Rosenberg, Mike Smith, oh my gosh, Rick Aguilera, Rod Nichols, Pat Perry, Jeff Juden draft pick, Jesse Orozco at Ed Whitted, Sergio Valdez with the fake hat. Look at that. Another fake hat. Just like Francisco Cabrera. All right. Oh, there we go. Good looking Sammy. Should be a rookie. Sammy Sosa. Obviously, he has the, 89 traded card, I believe. But, nice looking card. Chip Hale. Future star of Greg Vaughn. Marvell Wynn. Ron Gant. Second? Oh, is this a rookie? I mean, he played for the Braves way back here in 88. And in 87. But maybe not enough to get a card made. Jeff Russell, Gary Reedus, a story, Sparky Anderson, Lance McCullers, Mark Grant, Bill Landrum, Craig Reynolds, Rafael Belliard, Darren Dalton, Rick Shue, and Ron Hasse. All right, next one. Getting some different names in this stack. So we may have got a different stack finally, which means probably no more Franks. Wade Boggs, All-Star. Jerome Walton, Rookie Cup. He had just got Rookie of the Year and then just didn't quite have a year the same. So, yeah, he played 116 games as a rookie. He hit 293. Good slugging percentage. It's okay slugging percentage. Stole 24 bases, 46 RBIs. Yeah. I think he was leadoff batter for the Cubs. Don Ace, Dave Schwim, Checklist, Todd Froworth, Lloyd McClendon, Julio Franco All-Star, Luis Aquino, Jeff Torberg, Edgar Martinez, Dwight Smith, second-year card, Mike Davis, Joe Orsulek, Jeff Brantley, and Carlton Fisk. All right. Flip that. Trash that. Rick Rona. Terry Leach. Tony Gwynn All-Star. Ken Griffey's dad. Dave Martinez. Carlton Fisk. Rex Hudler. Record breaker of Cal Ripken Jr. Stubbs. Devereaux. Jack Armstrong. Joe Hesketh. Jamie Moyer. Jody Davis. Randy Kramer. Fred Tolver. Jody Davis. Played for the Cubs. I wondered if he was part of the, maybe it wasn't a trade with Maddox. I honestly can't remember if it was a trade or a free agency deal. Where they just didn't re-sign him. But anyway, Jody Davis also went to the Braves from the Cubs. All right. Speaking of, we haven't got Maddox yet. And actually, he's on the Cubs in this set, I believe. Tim Drummond, Tommy Helms, Wally Whitehurst, Mike Fetters, Don Robinson, record breaker, Ricky Henderson. There's a Kyle Abbott draft pick. Mike Greenwell. Another guy whose cards I probably could have kept a big stack of and Sold a lot, but oh well. Davey Johnson, Gary Pettis, Ron Karkovice, Andres Galarraga, Gene Nelson, Scott Scudder, Frank White, and Eric Davis. Definitely different cards in this, but we had 3 stacks that were the same, so that's really hurting our shot at a Griffey. It's right there. I just want that right there. All right, Eric Hitzel, Mike Stanley, Pete Incaviglia, Billy Hatcher, Jeff Ballard, Jose Canseco. All right. I had a girlfriend in like 4th grade who gave me some cards for Christmas, and this was on the top. I'll never forget it because I broke up with her like the next day. Terrible. No, I think it was Valentine's Day, not Christmas. Anyway, it was like 5th grade, so it's not a big deal. Carney Lansford, Rich Thompson, Jeff Robinson, Mike Fitzgerald, Mel Hall, Paul Kilgus, Brian Harper, Terry Mulholland, Kurt Stillwell, Gerald Young. We have gotten those, so. Come on, Griffey. 3 packs to go. I'm going to be disappointed. Didn't get a chipper in 91, and now not a Griffey in 90. Jack Clark, Luis Salazar, Earl Cunningham draft pick, Wade Boggs, whoops, Eric Hansen, Chet Lemon, Mark Davis All-Star, Frank Viola, Dave Valley, Greg Walker, Don Carmen, another Biggio, Dan Petrie, Melito Perez, Pete Harnish, Tom Hinkie. Is Griffey in here? Gotta be kidding me. I mean, I have him, but I hate not getting my favorite card in the whole set. Tyler Houston, rookie. Tom Trebelhorn, Gene Larkin, Julio Machado, Bucky Dent, John Wetland, Greg Harris, Mario Diaz, Norm Charlton, Gary Ward, R.J. Reynolds, Henry Cotto, Dave Cochran, Damon Berryhill, Rick Dempsey, Scott Fletcher. All right. I'm going to go ahead and guess we aren't getting Griffey. And that, my friends, is disappointing. All right, here we go. Luis Rivera, Eric Plunk, oh my gosh, Checklist, there's a red, Mike Rosler, here's a White Sox, Robin Ventura, maybe a rookie, I don't know, I think so. Rick Lucan, here's a Cardinal, Tom Pagnozzi, here's a Blue Jay, Todd Stottlemyre, here's a Cub, Les Lancaster, Marty Peavy, another Expo, Andres Galarraga, Chris Carpenter, Art Howe, Jeffrey Leonard is our Mariner, Mickey Telton, Dave LaPointe. Golly, no Griffey. All right. Got a decent stack of cards for me to hang on to. Got a lot of gum. If anyone's interested in buying some gum. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to sell that. All right. That was 1990 Topps. No Griffey. Some good cards down here. I'll cut each of these out. I'll keep all of them. I like all 4 of these guys. So I guess technically I did get a Sandberg. But that's the break. 1990 Topps. Got 2 Frank Thomases, but not the no-name on front, unfortunately. So you guys subscribe, like, comment below, and I'll keep adding these videos. Y'all have a good one.